A very sad and tough time for Tanzania football, I must say. If you can recall, the match the 8th, the world was ready to witness the biggest derby in East of Africa. The match between young Africans of Tanzania versus Simba SC of Tanzania. Mind you, these two teams are situated in the same region, in the same town, in the same city. But then they were not able to coordinate themselves. Yes, what I'm talking about is from the up to the down. I am not trying to be neutral. I am not trying to hang on the fence. But I have to say this. The Tanzania Premier League Committee and its board are at fault. Simba SC at fault. Yanga at fault. Let me start. A day to the match. A training was supposed to happen for Simba SC. And they made their way to the stadium. From my own report, it was stated that they went at the right time. Please correct me if I am wrong. If I have digested the fake news, please correct me. But then they went to the stadium to have their training. Mind you, Yanga at the home side. This same stadium, the Nkapa Stadium, is the stadium that both club uses to play most of their home games. Unless something special happens, they leave that vicinity. Now, they went for the training. They were stopped by the security. Reason, because they were supposed to have tendered a permit for them to be allowed to train. I have been following African football by God's grace, and I have seen games. That the away team, when they come to the stadium, they come with a paper to show that they want to train. We've had a couple of times in Nigeria when the Nigerian team, the home team, Nigeria, were training and the away side comes. What happened? They stop their training immediately, knowing that they must not allow their time, the away team time, to get into their own time. So they leave respectfully. But in this case, it is stated that Simba did not come with the documents. And you don't have to blame the security personnel because they are working under rules. Who stated this rule? The Premier League Board, the Tanzania Football Board, has stated the rule that you submit to the home side, you submit to the match commissioner, you submit to the board. These are the passage that you must go through for you to have access to the stadium and have your trainings. Good and fine. It happened. But my issue right now is that this incident took 2 hours, 120 minutes, that this couldn't have been resolved. And I asked, where was the board? Where was the chairman of the board? Didn't he make those calls to say, okay, rules can be broken in this slightest manner. Let this team go in and train. But then there are so I don't trust that. I don't wholly trust this report that says that they came with different kinds of vehicles, they came with different kinds of human beings, they came or more. Keep that particular reason as I no one hear that part. The major thing that you could have identified the players, identify the team. There's no hard work to identify the players that needs to, or the team that needs to go in and have their trainings good and fine. So they were taken aback. They were told not to pass, and all that happened. Simba SC players left. March the 7th. And they declared that they were not going to play the game right from the night of March the 7th. But then the head of the Premier League committee, Mr. Stephen Nguto, made an announcement that the game was going to hold. Guys, I'm coming. But what happened? I'm sure that he made that pronouncement knowing that there are rules. You as Simba, you do not have the right to say that you will not play again. Let me say this, just few seconds. Nigeria had a crazy issue. The Nigerian national team had a crazy issue in Libya some months back, if you can remember. The players told the coach, told the captain, also voiced what the players had agreed to do. That see, you have kept us in the airport for crazy hours, and our game is just some hours to go to play the game. We cannot play anymore. Our bodies can't handle it. We are down. We have been frightened. We have, with different kinds of reasons. But then, who gave the approval for Nigeria not to play? Who gave the final approval? It was CAF. So, Simba, you needed to get the final approval from the board that makes the rules. Well, on the following day, sadly, I'm having goosebumps. Sadly, the players, the young African players came, good and fine. They have to come. They have to show up to work. But the fans came. The people that came to do business were there. Africans were tuned to their TVs, were there. Foreigners, non-fans of Yangas and Simba, they traveled far and wide to come and witness this experience. It's like these people don't understand what it means that your league has grown to this level. Look at how big Nigeria is. Look at how big we are. We don't have quarter of what you do with your league. We don't have this excitement. We have not sold it the way you guys have sold your league. How can you, at this point, that look at football intel, that we are football intel, is also because of Tanzania football. This is just 1 year of us knowing Tanzanian football, and our lives have changed. That is to tell you there is something sweet, there is something unique about this league that you must hold so tightly. Be you Simba, be you young Africans, be you the entire nation. Nations grow through football. What happened? Why did Simba not listen to the board? They took laws on their own. Now go to I don't want to make this video long. Now going to young Africans. The board has said that, okay, we will resolve. A new date will be announced. What are we hearing? A young Africans say that they will not play the match. No matter the date, so far it is that match, that they will not play the match. No respect. No respect. Both from Simba and young Africans. One will also say, if you check very well, those people that you don't respect, you don't have value for. And that is the question. Why is it that there's no value to the board of the Tanzanian league? Zero confidence. But then, whether you have respect, whether you don't have value, you must stick by the rules. Who dictates when to play the match or not? It is the board. Now, how could you have resolved this issue? Be you Simba, be you young Africans. Go ahead and obey the rules by the board. And when you have obeyed the rules, you can go to the court. Yes, go to the court, explain yourself, and hopefully, I'll use the word hopefully, justice will be served. Is that not a better way to go about this than to be stubborn, than to feel that you are almighty, that your pride is over the roof? Do you know who I am? Who are you? This is a league that is growing, a league that is attracting the best eyes in the world to watch. And you want to, because of your pride? That's so sad. I rest my case here. Let the big guns calm down. Let them calm down and play by the rules. At the end of the day, we wish all the best. We don't want the Tanzanian league to go down by any small margin. The losses has been made. My heart goes out to those business people out there. My heart goes out to the fans, the football fans, the African footballers that either tuned in or traveled, made their way to the stadium. But we are finally disappointed. Thanks for watching.